Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'd like to thank everybody for their orders this week on the free shipping day. I hope everybody was able to get some good things. Saving on the shipping is just the perfect way to stock up. All right, let's see. Let me just get this set. Tonight we are working with the Tender-Hearted stamp set. I'm going to show you, these are the images. They're so cute when they're stamped out. I did start coloring one for our Patreon class, and it's a great little technique that you can use when you're doing, hey do, when you're doing little animals that have fur. So that's what we're doing. And I didn't know what to do tonight, so I was going through my paper and pulled out the Frames and Flowers Specialty Designer Series paper. And it actually comes with 3 sheets. Let me just see if I can get them out without making a mess here. 3 sheets of Designer Series paper, which are very pretty. And then on the opposite side, it is just either a design or a plain color. All right, those are the 3 sheets of paper that you get in the pack. Now this is perfect for scrapbookers because not only does it have the Designer Series paper, and these are all falling apart, so it also has these cutouts. And like I said, it's falling apart here. All right, so it has pretty little cutouts. It has 3 sheets. That one, it has this one with these little pieces. And then it also has some frames that you can cut the centers out, okay? So it has frames that fit your cards. And I probably messed up all my stuff here. All right, and here's another one. So I decided to use this tonight because I did not know what to make. And this week was a rough week. Hey, Karen. Oh, no. Well, be safe with the storms. And I hope you get your chores done before they come. Hey, Louise. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use elements from the Frames and Flowers Designer Series paper. So I picked, my colors that I chose were Lost Lagoon, 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. And then I also chose Granny Apple Green. They go perfect with the Designer Series paper because I am going to layer it up. This is one of the pieces. It was, a punch out already cut. So it's going to be the front of my card. And then I grabbed, let me see which frames I grabbed. I don't remember what frames they were. Give me a second. I'll tell you in 1 second. I whipped these up early this morning, and I forgot what frames I used. I want to say, no, I can't find them, right? That's always the way. All right, I can't find them. It was these right here. Let me just see. I don't even have them on my desk. How crazy is that? It's not Thoughtful Wishes. All right. I'll have to get you the name of these. I don't know which ones they are. But it comes with the frame. And when you die cut it, it die cuts, so you have this centerpiece. So I ran it through Granny Apple Green, then I ran it through in basic white, okay? Aw, thanks, Karen. Hey, Fran. They're starting to grow out, but you really can't tell too bad. All right, so that's what I did for that. So let's get started on the front of our card. I meant to pull out a new glue. So how is everybody? The weather has been pretty warm here. I ran to the store and about an hour ago, and it was 84 degrees still. So we are going to take this punch out and just adhere it to this Granny Apple Green. Now the Granny Apple Green, I believe, and let me just check it for you. I want to say it's 5 1/4 by 4. Nope, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then the punch out, and this is perfect when you need something quick. This is 3 3/4 by 5. All right. So we are just going to layer this down on the front of the card. I know a lot of people don't like the punch outs or the, pieces that are already pre-done, but if you need something quick and easy, or if you're doing scrapbook pages, they're perfect. Hey, Kathy. Stitched nested labels. Thank you. Is that what it is? It could be. How terrible is that? I forgot what they were, and I took a quick look in the catalog and I didn't see them. I don't know actually what I actually did with. They're probably sitting right here somewhere and I just don't see them. But that's the story of my life. Lately anyway. Oh my word. Oh, here they are. Wildflower design dies. All right, that's the ones they are. All right, so I have the frame. Now we can pop the frame up, or we can just keep it laying down on the front, which is perfect. But I want to focus on this white piece. And what I want to do is, I'm grabbing this image right here. All right. And I showed you, this is what it looks like when it's stamped. All right. So I'm going to grab my memento. And I have the stamp. Now the stamp is going to fit on here. It's just a little bit bigger, but I want the rope to make sure that it's at the edge here so it is off the paper. And I want to center it as best I can. And let me just pull this off here. I'm actually going to ink it upside down. Make sure I get it all inked up. And like I said, I want to get it on this little piece. I know it's a little bit bigger, but I want to center it on this piece. All right. So it fits pretty well on here. The only thing is, now we have to color. And I'm going to start with some light smoky slate. And I am going to give this tire a coating of light smoky slate. Come on this side. I want to be able to see. And I'm using the brush end just because it is a lot of space. Now, if you're looking at the image, the top of the tire, they're sitting, so you want to make sure you get the top and this little piece back here. All right. And I'm just looking to see. I'm actually going to do right in there also. All right, so that is the light smoky slate. Then I'm going to take dark smoky slate, and we're going to add some dark to this. And it's a tire, so we don't have to be too fussy, but I want to get some darkness on here because tires are usually black. I'm just going to go along those lines. I'm going to leave the top, but I am going to go along the line on the top, just adding a little bit of color. And I'm not being too fussy. I'm going to get that piece in the back. All right. And then I'm going to go back to the light smoky slate, and I'm just going to go over the edge of those lines just to extend the color a little bit, just so it doesn't look like it ended so abruptly. All right, quick and easy. Now we can color our people. And I'm going to grab the SU 900, and I'm going to say this is probably the light. I think we've talked about these before. They are in the catalog. They are no longer stamping up 900 or whatever the different numbers are. They are light, medium, darks. And now let's do their hair. I'm going to take pecan pie for one of them, and I'm just quick coloring in just to give a base coat here. All right, that was pumpkin pie, pecan pie. And then I'm going to add some darkness in here, just flicking up from the bottom. And then we'll flick from the top, just so it looks like it has a little bit of texture. And again, we're going to go over those edges, just so it doesn't end so abruptly, right? And then let's go to some Daffodil Delight. We'll make the little girl's hair blonde. So we're going to, again, just putting a layer of color. I'm just going to scribble it in right now. Okay. Then I'm going to take the dark Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to add some little half circles around. So it looks like her hair has a little bit of curl. All right. And then we can color their clothes. And with the clothes, I am just going to leave plain and simple. This is Flirty Flamingo. Let's do her hair bow, and we'll do her shirt. And we got to do her dress. Let's do light. Let's go with, let's see. Trying to match the paper a little bit. Maybe we'll do, let's see what light Cajun craze looks like. I don't want to do it on my, all right, let's do light Cajun craze. It's a little dark. All right. And then we got to do, we'll grab some boho blue and do these pants. And I'm just coloring it in normal, okay? And then for this shirt, let's do a light balmy blue. All right. Let's grab some crumb cake. I'm going to use light crumb cake, and we'll color in the rope. And on this side. Okay. And then if you want, you can take the dark crumb cake and just go over those lines a little bit. All right, now we really don't want it to be on white. So I am going to, let's see what pool party looks like. All right, pool party is pretty light. So I am going to use the brush end, and we want to just color in this background so it is not on a stark white background. It'll look like they are outside and the sky is all around them. Go around her. All right. So just to add a little bit of color to that background. All right. Yep, like your hair used to be. All right. So now let's come back to our card. I'm just going to adhere this to the front of the card. I think we've said we want to be mindful of the thickness. So let's just put this right in the middle. Make sure it's on there straight. Right? And then we can take our image, and I am going to very lightly add some glue. And we're just going to insert this right into the center of the frame. All right. Now I did pull ribbon, and I pulled, this is the Lost Lagoon. It's not around anymore, of course, but it matches the card base. So let's just tie a bow. So this just, when you have images that you want to color, and it's going to take time coloring, these pieces from the Frames and Flowers Designer Series paper set is perfect for making a quick and easy card. All right, so let's just cut these tails. I just want to straighten my ribbon out a little. This ribbon is not the easiest to make bows with. So let's grab a glue dot. I'm going to put it at the top of our frame. All right, and there we have a quick and easy card front using things that are already done for you other than the frame. Now for the inside, I have 5 1/4 by 4. I have 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and I punched out one of the pieces, and we're going to add it to the inside of the card, but not until we grab a sentiment. Let me just see, is it out already? Yes, it is. I'm going to do I'm proud to be your friend. I'm just going to ink it up. Let's grab our mat. I'm going to stick it down here in this corner. And then I'm going to grab our punched out element, add some glue, and we're going to stick it up in the top right corner. Let's grab our card mat. This is great when you don't have time. Layer it up. There we go. Add some glue. And we're just going to add it to the inside of our card. So quick and easy, right? Yes, it is thicker than the DSP. It's a little heavier. It's not like cardboard. You know, you can feel that it is glued on, but it's a little heavier than DSP. All right, so just a quick and easy card. Now, for the second project I decided to do, we're going to make this cute little pop-up box. All right, so we have a piece of the Granny Apple Green that measures 5 1/4 by 6. And I scored it at 3/4 and 1 1/2 on each side. All right, so let's fold and burnish all our sides. And then we're going to create our box. So let's grab our scissors. And what we're going to do is cut out the 3 corners on each side. So we got that one. So we're cutting out 2, and you want to make sure you cut out the bump, okay? So we cut out the 3. Then we need to have a tab. So let's create a tab this way. I'm just going to miter that edge just a little bit, and we're going to do that on every corner. So let's get these 3 squares out. Miter that corner. So this is a double-sided base to our box, so it's nice and sturdy. Liara, are you watching? All right, so that's 3 and 1 more. Oh, I cut that tab wrong. Oh well, that's okay. I wasn't even paying attention. I put the tab backwards. So we'll just do it to this one too. If I was thinking, I would have also created my tabs. Did you see how what I did? It won't matter putting the box together. But if I was thinking, I would have had my tabs coming out in the same direction as these. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some glue. Now you can use seal. It'll hold it much quicker. I'm going to just add my glue. This way it has a minute to dry a little bit. All right, so we have glue on all our tabs. All right. Aw. And we're just going to fold these tabs in. Now, because it's the glue, we're just going to have to hold those for a few minutes. So let me just get this in here. Let me hold it. So it has a minute to adhere. Like I said, Seal or Seal Plus would work much better because it adheres it right away. So we're just going to fold this in, making sure our corners are nice. And then this one here. So we want those corners, edges to be nice and straight. Okay. Now, for these pieces, you may want to just cut off a little sliver so it fits when we fold them in. I'm just taking off a little tiny piece on each end. Just in case you didn't get that bump cut out. That way it will, when we tuck it inside the box, it'll fit nicely. So again, glue, tear and tape, or seal. Add it to each of these flaps. And one more. And then we're just going to take them and fold them in all the way around. And I'm just going to stick them all in for now. Then I'm going to grab my bone folder and I'm just going to press down on the sides so it adheres really well. And it's a nice double-sided box. All right, so it's a nice double-sided box. Next, I'm going to grab, this is one of the cutouts, but I cut it down, and it measures to about 3 by 2 1/8. And let's just make sure it's going to fit. Looks like it will. And we're just going to add some glue. And just like that. Now, I have a piece of acetate. We want to adhere that to the side of the box, and we want to make sure that when when you fold it down, it's going to fit in the box really well. So I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. And it's 1/2 inch wide, and it is about 3 1/4 long. This time I am going to use some tear and tape, and I am just going to add it right to the end here. Okay, so I have a little piece of tear and tape. Let's get this off. And we're going to take it, and again, we're going to lay it right on the side and stick it to the inside of the box. I know you probably can't see, but it's right here. All right. Now, for the top of the box, we want to make sure that it fits. So I'm just going to very carefully just wrap it around this box. And then we'll score it. Just want to get an idea where we want our score lines, okay? And I'm just going to grab my scoreboard. And let's see where they are. All right, so it looks like I have it pulled out a little bit, and I'm just going to score it right there. I pushed it back in, and I'm just scoring it where it looks like my folds are. Just so we get it and it fits our box. But we want nice, sharp folds. We're going to just check it and make sure that when we wrap our box, okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now I'm going to take the same ribbon and I'm just going to cut a little piece, and we're going to turn this box over, and I'm actually going to, I could have added this before, but I am just going to add it to the bottom of the box. And I'm going to grab some tear and tape. And I'm going to actually add it right to the ribbon. All right, so I have it on one end of the ribbon, and then I'm just going to fold it over so it adheres, and then I'm going to add another piece of tear and tape. Make sure it's on there good, just like that. And then on the side where we have our acetate, we're just going to add this right to the bottom of the box. All right. While I have this out, I'm going to, on the larger piece, I'm going to grab a piece of tear and tape and put it right on the edge. Just like that. Now, before I put it on the box, I'm going to grab my piece. I have a piece of granny apple green that measures 2 7/8 by 2 1/8. And I'm going to add some glue. And we're going to add it to the large section, which is going to be the top of the box. Now that that is on, we can take off our tearing tape. So if you fold, oh, let me just straighten this out a little bit. So if you fold it on the second fold line, okay, and you fold just the first fold line, that's where it will attach. And then we can slide our box right inside. All right. We still have our acetate here, but we're going to work on this piece here. And I grabbed the two little people that are hugging, the two little children that are hugging. We're going to ink it up, and now let's center it on our frame. All right. And do a little bit more coloring. Now it looks like this little guy has some freckles. So I am going to grab, if I can find it, my light pumpkin pie and give him a quick color with light pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to grab some dark pumpkin pie and just add some shadows. Go around his ear. Okay. Let's grab that. This is the 900 again. And we're just going to give their face a quick coloring. We're not going to worry about doing any shadows, or we're just going to color it in regular. Looks like they have some shorts on. So we'll do his feet and legs. All right. Now the other person, we did pecan pie. Let's do some light pebbled path. I want to make sure we don't hit his face. Oop. I just saw another piece. Let's grab that face color again. What did I do with it? Oh, I put it away in the wrong spot. Here it is. I can see there's a little piece of their neck showing. All right. And here's another arm. All right, now we can just do their clothes. Let's get some light night of navy and we'll do his pants. And again, we're not being fussy. We're just going to color it in. I could take my time and add shadows, but we just want to do this and have a bit of fun. Hey, Deb. How are you, honey? All right. Now let's do some Poppy Parade for his shirt. Again, we're not going to be too fussy. We're just going to color it in. And then for the other one, let's do a flirty flamingo shirt. And we'll give them some flirty flamingo flip-flops. And then for the shorts, let's do granny apple green. Then it'll match our box a little bit. I'm coloring these simple because for my Patreon class, we're going to go in depth and really, and I'll show you the difference when the class is done so you can see what you can do with these images. Now this is bronze. Just going to give them a pair of dark shoes. All right. Now, the only thing I have to do, I'll show you. It does, okay, we're going to leave it. I was going to cut it, but I'm going to leave it. We're going to add a little bit of glue. I want to make sure I don't see it. And we're going to add this to the front, making sure it's on here straight. All right. Now for this one, let's see if we can find some. Here we go. We're going to use some of these discs and add it to the front. All right, so now you're probably thinking, what in the world are we going to do with this acetate? Well, I'll show you what we're going to do. We are going to grab, I'm going to use, I think, the edge right here, of my piece that I've been playing with. And I have another sentiment that says, be kind to yourself. And I'm going to grab some memento. We're going to ink it up. I am going to stamp the sentiment. And I'm going to grab this little punch here. And it's perfect. And I'm going to grab the XO stamp from this set. And grab another block. Oops. And let me just grab a different color. I think I'll grab some, let's grab the Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to put an XO on the top and an OX on the bottom. And we are going to grab that tearing tape again and add it to the back. And let's take that paper off. And on the acetate, you're going to line it up so the acetate reaches the top of this little piece and glue it on. Okay? So now you have your sentiment right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your treat in, put your sentiment in, and close up your box. So when you give it to whoever I missed an arm. Oh, I got it now. So when they open it, it pops out. Okay. So it's just a cute little treat box, something different that will match perfectly with our card. All right. So just a fun little box with a card in case you have someone that you need to, give a little something to. So all the measurements will be on my blog in the morning. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I will talk to everybody soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.